Hey there, my name's Jerry, and you asked how to get a good price on a new car. Really good question. Brings me back to a quote I heard many, many years ago. It's called, "Any fool can pay full price. It takes a wise man to strike a bargain." So I think the whole idea here is to be the wise man and strike the bargain. One of the first things that I do when I go out and buy a car, or basically anything, is I realize that I'm the boss, not the salesman. So it's my money, my car, my deal, my way, or it's no way. And not being harsh, but so many people let their emotions get the better of them when they're in a negotiation like this. And the salesman is trained to take over the situation where most people are not. So just remember, you're the boss and the salesman works for you. Another thing that really helps is to budget your expenses before you go. So you're going to spend so much money on a car. You're also going to have maintenance over the year and your insurance over the year. You break it down monthly, whatever works best. But whatever amount you come up to, you have to think of the total. So it's going to be your vehicle, the maintenance, the insurance, some gas money. You're also going to have to look at any kind of financing costs and any other excuse me surprise dealer costs that they have for you, like PDI, the pre-delivery inspection for $800, or the $700 contract fee, which I personally don't believe in. So I like to negotiate those either down or right out of the deal, or have the price come down enough so you don't mind paying them. Anyway, another thing is that I've really noticed a lot. It's kind of a new trend with auto dealers. They really are trying to get away from dickering for price, or haggling or negotiating price. They would like you to pay the set price like you'd buy a can of beans in the grocery store. So they have things like a no dicker sticker. We've got the best price for you already. You don't need to negotiate anything. Well, I say move on to the next lot. I'm not interested in anybody that's going to deal on the high ticket item without negotiating. It's like when you buy a house. You negotiate on the price of the house. Car is no different. So if they're stuck on that, then I move on to the next lot. And if everybody does this, it's going to kind of change their way of doing business back to the way it was. Also, as I said earlier, your emotions can get the better of you. Man, I just love this car. Man, this is beautiful. And you know what it's like? You see something shiny and new, and just like, you gotta have it no matter what. That is just a hot buying signal for a salesperson. And, when you start to show those emotions, they know they got the deal, and they know they can push you beyond your budget, and they've got you wrapped around their little finger. So keep your emotions down and don't be afraid to walk away from the deal. There's about a couple of million cars for sale in the country, and you don't have to just stick with that one. But if you find a particular one and a particular dealer you're dealing with, you might want to go across town to another dealer and get a better deal. If it costs you a short amount of time and a bit of gas money to save a couple of $1,000, boy, a couple of $1,000 an hour, that's a pretty good paycheck. So keep that in mind too. One of the biggest things that I do with new and used cars is I buy on the last day of the month. So I find out what I want. I've done all my legwork. I've looked at the vehicles. I've narrowed it down to one or two that I'm going to pick up, and I go down the last day of the month. And the reason I do that, because all sales offices have quotas for the month. For example, we bought a car on February 28th, and it was turned out about the way it worked out about 10 minutes before closing, and they actually offered me a better deal than I had offered them. Like, I basically come in, this is my bottom line price, this is what I'm doing. They said they can't do it, and so I walked away. And as I was getting in my car to drive away, the manager came around and says, "Okay, I got a better deal for you," and he knocked it down 1,000 more. I was happy paying the higher price, and he knocked it down even more. So that's amazing, and that is what the last day of the month, that extra quota, can really help you out a lot. What I also do is, whether it's a new car or used car, I sell my car privately, and I get a better price. And that way, when I go into the dealer, I'm looking, or even private sale, but generally a dealer for new. I am going in with all cash or mostly cash, so now I've got more bargaining, I've got more negotiation room, and going in cash, you're able to get the incentive packages that they're offering. A lot of them have 0% interest, but you actually pay for that. Because you don't get all the incentives if you go with the financing package. So you get one or the other. I'd rather get all the bling and pay cash. Those are some of the best ideas I can tell you on how to get a good price on a new car. About a year ago, I met up with these 5 really amazing guys, and they've got me working with them now on an online business, and the money that goes from that is going into my account so I can go into buy a brand new car of my choice cash. If you'd like to see what I'm doing and give yourself the same kind of an opportunity, just click the link below or go to workwithgerry.com. That's WORKWITHGERRY.com. I hope this has been of some help for you. I will see you out on the car lots, and better yet, we'll see you out on the street in your new car.